Ladies and gentlemen, I have honors, but this is the top of the line. I don't know if I can get any higher. Is that I'm talking to my old buddy who's a new coach over at a place that my niece graduated from. So it's family ties here. Glenn Zipfel from UA, Ursuline Academy, ladies and gentlemen. Glenn, been a while. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, then. We are a good shtick. I'm the loud one. He's the very quiet one. But Glenn, you have the Bears. You have 4 Bears that you deem. Did you or did the team vote the captains?
Combination. It was a combination of both.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Glenn, will you do us the honors of introducing the 2025 Captain Bears?
Absolutely, Wales. All right, so I have with me my starting center back, Ella Hunter.
Ella Hunter.
She's a senior. I also have my starting wing back, a senior, Allie, Zinak. I also have my junior center midfielder, Catherine Schneiderhahn. And I also have my senior forward, Molly Moissis.
Now, under full disclosure, I usually do that because of my pronunciations. I know I got the spelling down, and everything will go. So the hat's off to you, gals, and I just want you to know that I know you're well certified. Ursuline Academy's well certified. Having 4 captains, 3 seniors, 1 junior, that is special, and that is it gives a little of why you are special. Having 4 captains is unbelievable, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're special players, Wales. That's for sure. Each one of them brings a little something else to the table. Yeah,
absolutely. And I went through a little, not a rehearsal, but to learn to be able to write their names correctly. I've had a problem with that, and they were outstanding. So you passed the audition, girls.
Yay!
Okay, so here it is. You only get to do it, make a first impression first time. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. And you all are in the 2025 inaugural St. Louis High School Girls Champions League. And you won your pool. And you're going into the Final Four on Saturday. Do you have the 10 or the noon game?
We have the 10 a.m. game against Liberty High School.
Right. Who is hosting. Is that still correct?
Yeah, it is. That's correct.
Okay. Glenn, we talked a little bit a month before the season started, and you were fired up. And I was waiting, and I looked, and there you are. Can you take us on that journey to extraordinary?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's still a journey, Wales. You know that. I mean, we start out at the beginning of the year, and we're trying to put each of these players are a little piece of the puzzle, and we're trying to figure out how these pieces all make this giant, beautiful puzzle at the end. So it's still a journey, and we're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And say, I'm going to ask whoever wants to answer, is I would have suspected that Glenn could have given you a little bit of a understanding of what this inaugural season, the Champions League, is about, and how it got started, and this and that, and what the opportunity for you to grab a hold. Did you take that along with what all you Bears talked about, to make a meatball, to make a fantastic, to make it a real fantastic season so far, and you winning your pool, because you came out of a very tough pool.
Yeah, I definitely think, especially starting the season early with the Champions League, having some tough games out of that gave us some good competition to prepare us and just see what we're looking like. And yeah, I think some of us saw the Champions League on the boys' side and thought that was pretty good, and so we thought it was a huge honor to be asked to be it for the inaugural season this year.
Yeah, it's not like you were asked. You couldn't have a Champions League without the Bears.
You're right. You're right. We had to be in it.
So, how about it? Do you enjoy your uniforms? Do you like your uniforms?
Yeah.
Because you all look real good on the uniforms. I see pictures of you, and the uniforms. You have that aura about yourselves. So,
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, sometimes. Your opponents look at you and like, oh man, they're pretty tough, and you got that bear look about yourself, and holy cow, I don't, because winning, you won a couple games, if I'm not mistaken, 2-0.
Yes.
Yeah, Fort Zumwalt West and then Nearing 2-0. Yeah, both of those.
And they don't have to take a back seat to nobody. They're right up in there.
Yeah, they're good programs. They're good programs for sure.
Yeah.
Getting back to that uniform thing, Wales, real quick. With that state championship that we had in 2021, we put a star on our crest, and the girls all see that. And I think that's a visual identifier for them, that they know what they're playing for and who's come before them. And that's what Coach Kyle and I have tried to instill in them as well. Is they're not just playing for themselves; they're playing for all those players that have come before us and who have already set that tradition of winning that first star. Now it's our turn to go try and get that second star.
That's right. And my cousin put you another section of it for you all in the Wales Certified Hall of Fame. My cousin just called and said, oh man, tell those gals, those Bears, that they are in the Hall of Fame.
All right.
Yeah. And the room is only going to get bigger and better once you put another star on and lift the champions, the Champions League trophy up, and one of you may be the Versaroso Award winner.
Yeah, very well could be.
All right.
You're familiar with this, but we've told the girls this: you got to win 6 in a row, and you got to win a championship before you can get ready to win state. So that's what we tell them. And I think they're starting to buy into that as well too. So we're certainly looking forward to our next game, and hopefully that brings us a little bit of success.
That's right. And so each of you captains, you play in the toughest league in America, the GISL. And I was wondering if any of you use that as a motivator, use that as a mindset that gets you going to get up, get to school, perform well, and go on that practice field and just make it where games are just easy peasy. Anybody?
Yeah, sorry, you go ahead.
No, please. Is this for you?
Yeah, like you said, it's like a really high level we're playing against, and why would you want to win against a team that's like lower than you? Like, it's always cool when you can beat a team that like used to be like better than you, and then that's kind of just like motivation. And I forget that saying, but it's like something about
When it's
like it's like
when it's
wow.
tough, when it's tough, the tough gets going. Or what?
Something about a lion.
All right.
Like, and it says.
I'm
When the
sorry.
going gets tough,
I'm
the
sorry
tough
for
get going.
interrupting.
That is true. That is true.
What was it? Help me out.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. That is correct.
Was that what you were looking for, Molly?
Oh yeah.
All right, then. All right. I just need all these to recognize that you are in a unique place right now, and that we had that thunderstorm. I don't know if you got it, but it was pretty bad on the south side in the city, and so we have that. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning. Is there anything that you all do individually to prepare for a match when you're at home? You get up to go, unless it, not after school, but
Who wants to take that one?
I
What do you
will.
do? What do you do to get ready?
I mean, I think a lot of it is to mentally prepare, especially when you're at home, like by yourself. But whether that's like watching film, looking at the notes you have, and I think just being ready, like mentally, and obviously resting up, because we've had a very long stretch of games this week. So I think just preparing yourself to be in that game, getting in that mindset to face whatever it is that's going to be on the field the next day. So, yeah. I also think, to add to Allie's, we like to text in our group chat a lot throughout the days of game days, just hyping each other up. Our team chemistry this year is pretty good so far, so we're keeping that going by always sending positive messages on game days especially. Just talking to each other throughout the day at school.
yeah.
We also send like pictures back and forth of like drinking water, and we send pictures of our meals and make sure we're getting some good fuel. Yeah, fueling up, holding each other accountable. Yeah.
Wow. That my cousin's proud, I'll tell you that, man. Yeah. Wow. Very nicely done. So, do you have a particular strategy going into the game? Like game intelligence, and then the four of you blending in with your teammates and the team. They're telling you, you telling them, for in-game intelligence. Is that?
Well, Wales, I'll answer that. I try and put together, Coach Kyle Menges, my assistant coach, and I try and put together notes of what we think the team needs to do to try and be successful against the team we're playing. And part of that involves the girls being able to take that information and make it apply to what on the field, and make those decisions on the field on the fly. I mean, we can't micromanage them. We can't joystick them while they're on the field. They've got to figure that stuff out on the field. So we really encourage them to troubleshoot while they're on the field and figure that out for themselves. But in terms of strategy-wise, not really strategy per se. It's just what we think the tendencies are of the other team, and we try to adjust to that. That's all.
Man. Any captain want to add on?
Yeah, I would say as far as it goes on the field, I mean, obviously us four are the captains, the main leaders, but I think on our team, everybody has something to say. Everyone takes part in it. So I think on the field and on the bench during the games and practices, we just, like I said, hold each other accountable, keep up like positive talk, and obviously not all of the constructive criticism can come from the coaches. So I think we try to communicate in that way as well.
You just put the whole team, this team, and every team in the Wales Certified Hall of Fame. To answer something like that, because your team is a team, there's no I in team. And you all, man, pass. What I'm telling you, we had some really good folks before you. You set the standard even higher. You're the highest level that I've ever interviewed.
All right.
I'm not.
Thanks, Will.
I mean, it's hard to impress the forebears, but, we try to do what we can.
Absolutely.
So, can we have 10 more minutes, please?
10 more minutes, we good? Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. You got a before, and then all these are going to carry on your education or take a gap year or go. Anybody's going to play some soccer next season at a college?
Ella, I will not be continuing playing soccer, but I will be going to Mizzou next year and studying broadcast journalism.
Whoa, Ellie. Oh, Ellie, it's kind of like manna from heaven. Hey, if you ever want to be an intern or to help out the whale for this up and powerful podcast we're having, by all means, you could be the ground floor. And
okay, I'll keep that in mind for sure.
Yeah, there you go, Allie. Great. Yeah, great. How about anybody else?
This Allie. I'm planning on going to the University of Dayton right now, not continuing playing soccer, but I'm not sure what I'm studying yet. Probably biology, hopefully going pre-med one day.
Nice. Okay, go.
I'm Catherine, and I think I'm going to continue playing soccer. I don't know where yet, but...
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and you got to come back to UA next year.
Yep.
Don't forget. Yeah, don't forget.
Yep.
One more.
This is Molly. I'm planning on going to Kansas University, and I also will be studying journalism, like broadcast or like marketing, something like between that. I was looking at playing college soccer for a while, but my plans like kind of ended up changing. So especially like for me and on behalf of all the other seniors, that's I think why this last season for all of us is really special, because we all have grown up playing like club and grown up with soccer being a part of all of our lives. So we just really want to have a great way to end it. Hopefully when he stays, we shall see.
That's right. That's right. That's the way it is. That's, that's so mature. Is that I'm 67, and I still drive by my the places I played and have a very good feeling, because I went all in on my senior year. It was really something, and I get goosebumps thinking about the journey that you're on. It's anybody who's ever played the game would like to trade spots with you. Yeah. So every time you go by, the school, when you see a pond and a railroad track, and you say, "Man, this is like being in school. This is like Ursuline Academy."
Yeah, it's a pretty special place, Will.
Yeah, and going around the back to see that field, man, I'm telling you, it's just goosebumps when you see it. It's just really a nice place. Now this whole way comes down to a very simple thing, is that I'm here, Wales Certified is here, to offer you the opportunity to say whatever you want to say to who you ever want to say it to, for as long as you want to say it for. Can we start down, and then we'll end up with Coach.
start with me or start with the girls? Start with the girls.
Yeah, start with the girls and we'll end up with you. So whoever wants to start first.
What do you want to say into anything in particular? Thank your parents.
Okay, let me try, because I've never been successful one time on this. So, but what it is this. Say, Ella, this is your opportunity to say whatever you want to say to who you ever want to say it to for as long as you want to say it for.
Okay. I'll say hi to my parents.
Yeah.
And to thank you for giving me the opportunity to go to Ursuline, because it generally has been the best decision for me, not just soccer, but the whole school in general and total.
That's right. Magnificent. Allie?
Yes. Also, hi and thank you to my parents, just because I wouldn't be here without them at all, and they've done so much for me. And also to our team, because we're very early in the season. So I just want to say we're on a great track right now, and I think we can keep inclining and moving in a positive direction. So I really do believe in this team. I mean, we've all been saying it, our coaches, our players, but I really do have faith in this team, and I think we can do a lot. So
Magnificently said. Molly?
Oh, okay. I obviously will keep the trend going. I want to thank my parents because I love them. They're great. But I want to say something to the seniors and all the captains who were like before us. I think we've had some really, really great role models, and like we always call like Ursuline a sisterhood, and I feel like you can definitely feel it like when you walk on the field, and just like through them and growing up these 4 years, like watching them and how they take on that role of being captain and being a senior, and or just being a leader, whoever like you are, no matter what grade you're in. I think that's why we're just so motivated this year to come out with all these wins and make it as far as we can, and just do our best to keep staying like high in the competition and not giving up and fighting for our school's name.
Magnificent. Catherine?
I also want to thank my mom and dad, and especially my older sister who plays soccer in college right now. She's been the biggest inspiration to me, and I just want to continue to keep following her footsteps. And yeah.
Magnificent. Coach?
Oh, Wales. Let's see here. First of all, a shout out to my wife and my two kids. First of all, this is a very difficult job to do if you want to do it right, because it involves quite a bit of time. Thank the school for giving me the opportunity to do what I do what I love anyway. And I'll thank the team for what we've accomplished so far and what we have yet to accomplish.
I'm telling you, without rehearsal, this was one of the best ever. I mean, come on, baby. I mean, you're going to light up the bells in the UA Bear Nation, I'll tell you that. But you really presented yourselves well. And after 250 plus episodes, I know what I'm talking about. You all have a great way about you. Now, remember, the broadcaster, Ella, I'm available. I'll send you the information.
I'll let you know.
Oh, man, I can't wait to all see you in person and on and off the pitch. So the very, very best to you. And I want you to know that I know that you know. You're Wales certified. And yeah. And you too can be Wales certified. So good luck to you all, Bears.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Glenn.